What's going on, everybody? Josh here from Dark Horse Tackle. Welcome to the October Pack Unpacking. Let's get into what the Dark Horse Tackle Pack is. This is the first launch of the newly revised Dark Horse Tackle Pack, and that is every month for $13.99. We will send you 2 to 3 baits that work in sync with each other as a technique or presentation. For the month of October, we've got a flippin', pitching, and jig setup that is beautiful. It's going to work throughout the entire country. It is going to help you catch more fish, especially in the month of October. With the imminent cool down happening, this is a big transitionary period, the month of October is, and fall in general. The leaves are falling. The bass are looking for forage. They're going to start slowing down a little bit in the winter, and we've got the perfect setup for you to catch more fish in the month of October going into November. Let's get into it. First up, we've got the Living Rubber Image Flip and Jig from Madmouth Bass. This is a rubber silicone hand-tied hybrid jig. This is the color Falltober. Let's open it up. Jigs are a great year-round bait. It's a fantastic forage presentation. It can replicate crawdads. It can replicate other crustaceans in the water. And a lot of times you can also get away with a bait fish presentation depending on what trailer you're using and the color of the jig itself. One of my favorites here, Falltober, we've got a black with orange and green pumpkin, a really stout hook, and again, that hand-tied skirt. The rubber and the silicone mixing is a perfect colder weather jig for power fishing, getting it deep into cover and grabbing those bass. We have also given you 2 trailering options in soft plastics that will work as a great pitching and flipping bait, as well as a jig trailer. Let's get into those. First up, we've got the Riot Baits Cyclone. This is the color Riot. Open up the package here. You are going to see a big bodied presentation right here. Lots of appendages, lots of customization options. And this bait fits perfectly on a jig, but standalone as a flipping setup as well. Throw your favorite flipping hook on here, your favorite EWG hook. Grab yourself some Wicked Weights from the shop. Every subscriber gets a discount on Wicked Weights as well. But once you take these appendages off, you can really bring this bait to life. Again, it's a great jig trailer, great flipping bait. You can get away with it as a little bit of a subsurface topwater bait with all this action you're gonna get from all these appendages, you know, running it weightless, throwing it in lily pads and getting it deep and thick into that cover. This bait is perfect for that. Again, great pitching bait standalone, fantastic little jig trailer. The way I like to throw this on a jig is I'm going to make some customizations here. So first things first, I'm going to take these side appendages off just like this, just to slim that jig down a little bit. And if I really need to up that presence of the jig, slow the fall down a little bit, make it look bulkier, I'll throw the bait as big as it normally is. Sometimes just to slim it down even more, I take these center appendages off, but for the video, we're just going to rig this as is. And I'm going to keep it as long as possible. And then if I'm not getting bit, I'm going to shorten that bait up just a bit. Shorten that cyclone up, get it up on this big old flipping hook. And this is what we're going to be looking at here. This is a very large presentation for a jig right here. Big trailer, lots of action. It's going to bulk up really nice in the water, get you that big bite. Let's get to the last soft plastic in the bait. It's a beautiful, beautiful smaller crawdad style bait from one of our favorite companies. Lastly, we've got the J. Corwin Lures Mongrel. This is a 3.5-inch bait, very simplistic, very pretty looking body, great little crawdad design here. I've got it in the black neon, and I'm going to show you what it looks like on a jig, and I'm going to tell you how I rig it as well. This bait, standalone as a flipping and pitching bait, excellent bait on some EWG hooks and some flipping hooks. We've got some in the shop from Vector, but they are flying off the shelf because they are at a closeout rate. So check out the Vector hooks we have. And again, I'm putting this on just a simple Wicked Weights flipping or a worm weight. It's a great little free rig bait as well. So check out the free rig weights we have. But again, check out this little pairing right here. 3.5-inch bait, little flipping bait. Just kind of a power finesse deal. Again, you're just going to throw this standing timber, riprap banks, into your laydowns, into your weeds. This bait is perfect for that, especially with its smaller profile. It's not going to get hung up as much. It doesn't have as much action as that Riot Cyclone, but we're giving you two separate options that can all be fished separately. You can even throw your favorite jig trailer on this Madmouth bass jig. If you don't like throwing big flipping baits or small flipping baits as a jig trailer, this pairs up super well with any kind of chunk or any kind of smaller crawl bait. We've got a ton on the site again, darkhorsetackle.com for those of you who didn't know. But let's rig this up right here and we will see what the final presentation looks like. This is actually one of my favorite jig presentations to throw. Just a smaller 3.5 inch, 3-inch crawl style bait on a jig. And again, it bulks up that presentation. You can see the appendages come right off the skirt, which is one of my favorite things in jig fishing, getting just a little bit bigger of a profile here. Really good for that power finesse bite, power fishing bite, and such a great later in the year presentation. One of the best presentations to throw when fishing is slow. The jig and a trailer will take you very far year round. We're going to get some videos up on how I like to fish a jig as well on our YouTube channel and our Instagram and our TikTok. My favorite way to fish the jig though, make your pitches, pull that slack just a little bit to tighten up and give that jig some action. Pop, pop, let it sink. Just give it some pops, give it some lifts, weave it through that structure, weave it through those laydowns, weave it through those weeds. And when you feel those weeds starting to tangle or you feel a brush pile starting to tangle on that bait and slow it down, give it a pop. A lot of times, if there's fish around, they will react to that pop of that bait. It gets their attention really well, especially this time of year. This is, again, one of my favorite times to throw a jig. I'm throwing jigs on 7'3" to a 7'6", medium heavy to heavy setup. I love me some straight braid. I love throwing a 30-pound to 40-pound straight braid. I'm throwing faster gear ratio reels, 7 and above. 7 gear ratio, 8 gear ratio reel with that straight braid. And if I need to throw some kind of a fluorocarbon leader, I'll drop it down to 15 to 20 pound test on that leader. And that is my jig setup that I use year round for any type of jig. Let us know in the comments your favorite color of jig to throw and your favorite time of year to throw a jig. Check us out at darkhorsetackle.com. And again, subscribers, you do get a discount on Wicked Weights. So grab you some Wicked Weights for the soft plastics we gave you. And be sure to show us all the fish you catch with the baits you got from this month's Dark Horse Tackle Pack. We'll see you in November. It's going to be a really big one. It's going to be super nice. I cannot wait to show you all what we've got coming for you in the pack in November. If you're not subscribed, now's the time to subscribe. If you're scared to subscribe, it's on the site right now. Go check it out, the Dark Horse Tackle Pack. And for those of you looking to get more baits for your monthly subscription, check out the Dark Horse Tackle Box. Starts out at $31.99 for a subscription, and the price only goes up if you buy single boxes. We'll see you all in November. Dark Horse Tackle, we fish.